Aunt Margaret. Thought that was cute. I thought that was cute. UDM's got a little sense of humor. It's finally fun. You know, one of these cool kids at the table, as Dashing Trader says, we'll get back to him. As Dashing Trader says, he's at the cool table. I thought that was kind of fucking ironic. I get that a lot of people say that they're at the cool table. I understand this because they're getting paid. I understand this. No, folks. Not because they're getting paid. It's because they have a lot of subscribers. They have a lot of views. I get it. Understood. Check. But I think is a little bit funny and ironic to me, at least. I don't know if anybody else is seeing this. Maybe I'm the first one to see it. I actually got my hair combed for this video. I want to make sure that I'm presenting myself well for the cool table. Oh, speaking of which, UDM, shout out time. I know how you feel about me drinking beer and smoking cigarettes, so cheers. Fuck that. Fuck that. UDM. Ditto. Oh, this is going to be fun. I have another one right here I haven't cracked yet. Oh, beer o'clock is the best part of the day. UDM. I commented to him because he commented to me. Finally. Apparently the bottom feeders are getting a little bit louder. I suppose that's what's pissing off the cool table, as Trader would say it. The cool table. I know all about that. I remember my first beer. Yeah. So, UDM can finally hear us after all this time. Well, to be honest with you, we're a little exhausted at this point, so I don't think we're going to continue on with UDM and all that. Oh, man, I can't do it like Pedro does it. Pedro does a way better job of lying than I do. Okay, fuck it. I'm not going to do that. No, you finally got our attention, so... See what I did there? My birthday was yesterday. Shut up about the birthday already. My birthday was yesterday. I'm all tired. Here it is. I literally got UDM's attention. Now all of a sudden I'm I'm like, wow, one of the people at the cool table. Number 2 on the top 10 list for most viewed live. I got his attention. Me. I did that. Oh my God. You know, if it was possible to get an autograph from a content creator, I would really like to have his. I would like to have the fact that he commented on my video. I wish there was a way he could sign it so I could screenshot it. I wouldn't even share it with anybody. I would just treasure it. It'd be wonderful. Make me feel, I don't know, like a bottom feeder succeeded in life somehow. I mean, seriously, how cool is that? UDM graced me with his presence. He still hasn't graced me with any truth. He still hasn't graced me with any talk about the glitchgate. He hasn't brought anybody else in to his little discussions with this big elephant in the room that he's ignoring. Well, UDM, I think that's why you're commenting on my video, because you're no longer ignoring it. Well, good. It's about fucking time, because at some point your content's going to run its course. You're going to need to pay a little bit of attention to the content that is actually happening, not the content that you want to happen. Nothing wrong with your content, brother. I'll say it to everybody right now. Point blank. UDM, I haven't seen the video anyway, if there is one. UDM has not made a video that I literally disapprove of. No, as a matter of fact, I think that man shouldn't even be on YouTube. I think he should be out there somewhere, Howard Stern 6.0, maybe 8.0 because he doesn't like to cuss. You guys are afraid to cuss because you're running those ads. Except for Uber Jeep Arizona, he is a diamond right there. That man's got so many mans. He's mad game. I won't run AdSense, and my boys won't run ads. Well, I can't speak for all of them. I'm going to speak for one of them. I can't speak. I haven't talked to the other ones. I don't think Jeff Thomas Black would. I'm not sure. I'm 99.9 on Jeff Thomas Black. I have no clue about Mr. Industries. Thomas, sorry. I do that with names because there's a lot of long channel names. I don't know if he would. I don't know if Industries would. I have no clue. Nobody's asked him about it. He's never mentioned it, so I'm not going to speak for him. But as soon as he hits 1,000 subscribers, he's already going to have the watch hours. So he'll be right in there, like boom, done, over with. And he's doing his commentary right because he's talking over the video, so there's no copyright. So he's a golden chicken child for AdSense. I, for one, would support him if he did it. Another one I would support would be Dad Dash if he did it, which I think that's what he's going for. And I think that everybody in our bottom feeder community should support that if it happens. I think that me and myself and DoorDash Sucks, Brian, I think that we're doing a little bit something different than everybody else is when it comes to this. We are here for the bottom feeders. We are here for the ones that got bullied, the ones that got lied to, the ones that got stolen from. UDM. I'm talking to you, UDM, by the way, just so you know. So everybody's clear on that. I'm talking to UDM. I'm trying to explain something to him because it seems like he just got here. So, no, we have the subs, we have the views. We have been invited to the AdSense program. And neither one of us have, clearly, as you can see, on, I don't know what side that would show up on because I don't see those things. You know, get paid to talk things. Sorry about that if any of the bottom feeders gets it, but I'm talking about the elite right now, the people at the cool table. Ooh. So UDM, yeah, I saw your little request there, your little petty attempt. But don't take this video the wrong way. I'm not hating on you, man. I'm just trying to wake you up. If I was hating on you, you'd know it. My videos are usually a little bit louder. They kind of remind you of when you're sitting at that desk in school and, you know, the janitor comes by and he cleans the room, as Dashing Trader would say, like what he's calling us, we're janitors. You know, I guess that's a bad thing in his world. Like, nobody's ever known it's been a janitor that he respected. A strange attempt at humor, but I can feel it a little bit, though, because I've stuck my finger in gum unexpectedly. It's kind of a bummer. You know what I'm saying? Especially with these manicured nails, Flex. I mean, they go well with my wig. Derail. So, I literally was totally blown away tonight by the fact that, yeah, UDM, the channel here on YouTube, one of our cool table people, I mean, the cool table, he may as well gave me a shout out by responding. Look, remind yourself of one thing, UDM. The last person that responded to me was Pedro. Well, actually, yeah, the last one. The first one was Dashing Trader. Dashing Trader. I can't wait to get back to this. Dashing Trader was a blast. That shit was fun. I got some shit on this. So, UDM, I love to come up with a live with you, but you're going to have to promise me one thing. Either comment this video and tell me if you agree with this, or tell me if you do in a video. Either way is fine. You're emotionless. I see no emotion. You're the calmest person I've ever seen. It fucking drives me insane. I don't like it when people are that calm. Anytime somebody's that calm, it means they don't like how the dinner was made. They're going to say that they did, but they actually don't. It's going to build up. It's going to pop because you're still going to be hungry. And I'm still hungry, man. UDM is not pulling it off for me. I'm like, yeah, I get the commentary, dude. I get the great conversations on the phone, smooth conversations. But until you touch base on the actual situation that's going through the entire community like wildfire, that's why I said what I said about you, man. Enough with the calmness, dude. You need to get upset in the real like the rest of us are. Last time I checked, you ain't no Pedro. You didn't make almost $1 million by lying to us. You might get ready to make $1 million if you just take that soft stick out of your ass and it just like, you know, get that cattle prod and stick that in there. It's like, you know what? I got a lot to say and I'm really good and I got a huge audience. I'm always really smart about what I say. I'm well spoken. I would agree with that, UDM. But maybe use that power to bring out this problem. The problem at hand. The problem at hand is not low tip orders. The problem at hand is not anything about my market, this market. We've covered that for years. The problem at hand is the glitch and the glitchgate, the one that Thomas Jeff Black presented to court, the people's court, and you have not acknowledged it. Even on that Pedro has. I don't know that he's too happy that he did it so far. I don't know. I think maybe Nugs was because he also made a video shout out to me. And I'm like, where's UDM in all this? Because he knows these guys. He's not exactly living on their street, but he sure the fuck knows they're homies. And their homies probably visit each other, you know. In real Linda, I'm like, UDM, where at you, brother? Where at you? Because we all see you. We all know you're there, Mr. Number 2. Working on number 1, because I think if Pedro loses his AdSense, he's not going to be number 1 in the fucking live streams anymore. Maybe the people that he's paying in the back are going to leave if he doesn't keep it, because you know, you got to have somebody paid to keep your shit sometimes, because that's how YouTube's keeping their shit, is by paying these fools to talk. They're not keeping me. They're not keeping my boys. Be real. So Trader, that was for UDM, by the way. I got to move on quickly though. Trader, can you do me a favor, man? And do you, just seriously, you're well groomed. Yeah, you have a really fly way of looking and talking. Seriously. I mean, you've clearly watched thousands of hours of Eddie Murphy. And I don't blame you, man. Eddie Murphy rocked my world during the 80s. Raw, best shit that ever happened to comedy, bar none. Bar none. Me and my boys watched that shit when we were like 14 years old. We laughed our balls off. We never heard such shit. First time we ever heard a black man say the M-word. Honestly, I thought, how is he even on TV? And then I got it later. That kind of humor was fresh, man. It was something new. See, Trader's funny as fuck. He really is. He's got so much game it's not funny. The problem with the game is that it's already been done. And he's kind of repeating what everybody else does. Doesn't mean he's not funny. He's very good at regurgitating humor. That was me, wasn't it? He's very good at regurgitating humor. I don't know if that worked or not, but it sounded better to me. Now I get to move on. And since he did that, I was like, yeah, I can't argue with nobody about the man's funny. What the fuck does funny have to do in real life? What does it have to do with real life? Funny is a very positive movement. It's a super good way to attract attention. But what's his attention for? His attention is to get paid. It has nothing to do with helping the drivers. Nothing to do with helping his friends, I can guarantee you that. One of his friends step out of line, he ain't going to be so funny anymore. I guarantee you I know why. I'm a fellow driver of his. How can I prove it? Because we both dash. Oh! Swiney ever tried to help me. I called him out because I was mad at him. So, man, you're saying it's cool to get fucking deactivated over and over again? I said this months ago. I said, you can only be deactivated once, brother. That's called fraud on the second time. Third time's worse than fraud. The fourth time is, you better check yourself. You're sending a bad message to these motherfuckers that are paying you. And when you get paid to lie at people, man, that shit is not going to go the distance. Well, maybe I should clarify that last point. It's not going to go the distance now. Now that we're here, the bottom feeders. And now I get to relax and say bottom feeders because I don't have to call out all 20 or 30 of my original best friends and the new ones that are coming in. And you see them all over the place, don't you? The comments are starting to make videos now. The ones that you thought were trolls. I got at least 4 today that popped up, and I got 2 emails today with phone numbers that I have not yet called back about information on this here glitchgate. I couldn't tell you, brother. I don't know if it's real or not. I have no clue. It's going to take a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. And I mean that in a joking way, but it's going to take a minute to figure out. Because with all the trolls I get, and my email is public, and then I also put it on Eli 2's live last night, that's a public email. Trust me, it's a public email. It's got nothing to do with me. It's not assigned to anything. And the reason I tell you that is because I wouldn't have gave it out if it was. I'm expecting a lot of spam on that. Tons of it. I mean, just glorified milkshakes of bullshit. And when you start seeing that, you got to learn how to dissect through it, and that's what I'm doing right now. So far I have 2 on the Pedro situation, but it actually is in Pedro and kind of goes up the ladder a little bit to the actual source of Glitchgate, which is Sin Cities. And if anything in that holds water, my channel will have 10 million subscribers by the end of September. It just will. If there's any water in there. I don't know if there is. There might not be. Maybe that's why I'm not going to speak to it yet. But that tells you where this is going, doesn't it? Even the fact that people want to play me and make it look like there's more proof out there that we know about, some good stuff, or even if it's real. The fact is, we woke up everybody. See, everybody's now paying attention. They're either mad at me or they want to help. They're either mad at my group or they want to help my group. They either hate the bottom feeders or they love the bottom feeders and they want more. Well, I have a suggestion for you. The second that you see an ad running on my videos is the very second that I won't be shocked by losing 700-800 subscribers overnight. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be mad. I'll tell you why. Because if I start running ads, I'm going to have to change my content. Do you feel me, UDM? Do you feel me, Dashing Trader? I will change my content, and then I will not be relevant to my boys anymore. Or anybody new that's listening about these problems that existed that they're just now finding out about. I won't be relevant. I won't. Because if I try to tell you, well, gosh darn it, Beeve, I don't like your channel. You're a weirdo. You need to hush it. Think anybody's going to fucking listen to me, UDM Trader? No, I got as big as mouth as you guys do. I just do it in a different way, but my way is way more effective than yours, and I'll tell you why. The money that's not coming in proves a lot on my end. Because the money that's not coming in from talking proves that I'm here because I want to be heard, not paid. When you guys need to get paid to be heard, that proves a completely different point. I'm not saying that that goes for everybody, but you two guys are making your cases. Your cases are very clear. All right? I've said it once. I'll say it one more time. Uber Jeep Arizona is not one of those guys. It's just my opinion. It's how I feel about it. I see that man right there is willing to lose his AdSense to keep it real. And I believe that man would do it. You guys are fighting to keep yours by not keeping it real. But I think UDM gets a little bit of a pass for me at the moment because he's never straight come out and called, not that I've heard, he's not come straight out and called us liars. Like I think he did say conspiracy theory. That's fine though. I get that. The problem is it's not a conspiracy theory. It's a theory. But our theory is based on, as they used to call it, science fiction books based on a real story, if that makes any sense. So, no, we're not here to get paid, bro. We're not here to worry about coattails. We're not doing that. 99% of us aren't doing that in the bottom feeders community. We're just not. Look at my subs, bro, and they're probably going to go down 10 tonight. And that's fine, because every time they go down 10, they go up 20 for some damn reason. I can't imagine why. Because the trolls will sub you and then unsub you to make you feel like you lost something. I'm not even sure where I'm at right now, but I used to watch that shit, so I know how that game is played. And when you're below 10,000 subscribers, you pay attention to that. But remember this, you can get AdSense at 1,000, so why in the fuck would I care if it goes up or down at this point? That motherfucker's never going below 1,000. And if it was at 700, if it was at 200, I'd be saying the same thing. I'm not waiting for AdSense to roll in, man. I'm not waiting for the glory be all that I have more views per live. If that was my cause, I'd be lost. Some of the guys in this community that I know, UDM, like Eli too, I got more views than he does. And he's a content creator. That man can edit. He's got mad skills. He shouldn't even be here. He should be on the radio. Or he should be doing a podcast for like cable. No, I mean that in a good way, like cable. I think that man can actually pull off something that a lot of people here can't. He does worry about his advertisers and his game. And he keeps it kind of PG-13 tilted. But he's still keeping it real as best he can, and I respect the shit out of that because his message is point on. Boy, do I disagree with him on a lot of stuff, but it is nothing important, just personal choices. It's no big deal. The cars, whatever, that's nothing. In the grand, it's zero. It's 0.0. It means nothing to me. But it's just like with anybody I respect. Are you really ever going to hear me say, I'm 100 with you on everything that you said, every video, even if I don't watch it? That's not me. I don't think that's Eli too either. So UDM, that's the community that you're now dealing with. We don't suck dicks. We don't kiss ass. We don't fuck around. We're not in it for the fucking money. We're not in it for the fucking views. We're not in it for the fucking subs. We're not in it to fucking ride coattails of Pedro's and Nugs, the two people that are starting to slowly fail. And what do I mean by that? Is their channels going down? Well, one of them did. AdSense lost on Pedro, but that was kind of like only because he lied. And he says, I admit that I fucked up. It's like, well, fuck it then. You fucked up and you admitted it. So a fuck up in history is called what? A fuck up 10 years later? You fucked up. So don't look at the fucking bottom feeders as the reason why you're fucking making all this hate and shit. You gotta stay real. Yeah, Pedro, I'm talking to you, but UDM needs to hear this because apparently he has been paying attention at class and that motherfucker's got a front row seat. He's had a VIP ticket the whole time. He's been in a different room hearing all about this shit, and he decided to just play gas mask with the fucking audience he's got. Sorry, man, but that's the way I feel. You want to keep it calm and talk about other shit while you know there's a bigger fire brewing? Hey, man, throw us a fire extinguisher. Help us put this shit out. You're so calm, which I know you are, but you got that game. Can you not help us out, bring it onto our side? Where the real shit's going down? Maybe all your friends ain't stupid. Maybe it's just Dashing Trader. Maybe it's just Pedro. Maybe it's just fucking Sin Cities. Maybe it's just fucking Nugs. Couldn't tell you, don't know. Can't speak to a fact I can't talk to. Whoops. So, what I want to say is this, UDM. I'd love to hear your point on this subject. And the subject is, if you forgot, which I see the short-term memory might be in fact, can't prove it, so I'd like to see you change my mind. The short-term fact is you need to speak on glitchgate, the glitch, Pedro's glitch. You know what I'm saying? Sin City's glitch, the glitch that changed our community, both for the bottom feeders and the main table, you know, the one with the flowers on it, you know, the gold forks. We would like to hear from you guys about this a little bit more, because Pedro ain't going to cut it. All he does is shut people down. He shuts them up. If you don't like it, he shuts it up. That's not a conversation. That's a dictatorship. We don't see how that works. But maybe UDM can do this. I don't know. Maybe UDM's got this. Perhaps. I was going to ask Dashing Trader to do it, but he's too busy looking at his hair and shining his stash and diamonds and I don't know. He's got way too much time on his hands to talk about gum stuck under tables and how everybody else is a janitor and he's the best things to sliced bread. Just asking. Okay, we get it. What about you, UDM? What do you got, man? Do you got any game at all? Anything besides what you're doing for this subject? Because this subject is the one that's going to not stop. It's going to be bigger than you are. In time, if not tomorrow, perhaps in the next 6 months. I hope that exhausted you already thinking about that, because that's a true fact. These guys have only gotten bigger, dude. They're growing by the day. We're all growing by the day. I don't know what your point was saying, like, whatever. Your comments were fine. They standard, but you started off with, quit deleting my comments. I'm like, well, that's kind of fucking funny because I don't delete comments. But in your comment that you said that about, I actually commented too. So that was kind of a 3 strikes right off the first comment. But I'm going to pass it because I think I know what you meant, but you got to be a little bit more clear. And I would have thought somebody as clear or as calm as UDM would have been a little bit more clear. He types well, but his point's a little discombobulated, so I don't let it ride for now. I don't have too much bad to say about the guy other than the fact that he needs to talk about what's really going on and not just about this tips and tricks and making $16,000 an hour shit. We're kind of past it, bro. I know you get new guys in there that believe in that shit, and that's fine. That's your game. I won't fuck with it. If they want to listen to you, I am not going to touch that at all. That is all you, brother. You bank hard off of that. Mad respect. True story. That's you. You do you. I'm going to do me. But you need to fucking clear something up. Do you or do you not want to get involved with glitchgate? Torp out.